Adam C, and welcome to my kind of studio thing. I mean, those of you who follow me on Instagram would have seen this backdrop behind me. A little bit more about that later on in the video, but today I will be basically explaining how, why, and to what extent my obsession with cars goes. And this video was brought to you by car.com, the free online car show directory. It was widely known in school that I was the car guy. I have a collection of 500 odd Hot Wheels cars. I've got some model cars, bit more about those later. So here I am in the studio showing you around. But first, a quick word about this video's tremendously pertinent sponsor. Surfshark is an award-winning virtual private network. We will spend roughly 6 to 8 hours every day online, and a lot of our personal information is commonly used online, whether that be buying car parts, checking your bank account after buying too many car parks, booking a track day, or logging in to watch that inevitable mishap video. But Surfshark will encrypt your personal information via their VPN so no one unwanted can get hold of it, and their hacklock system provides additional alerts whenever your email or password has been compromised. Do you ever find that when you and your mates are discussing your brother's new pop bang map that Facebook has the decency to provide you with Focus ST adverts? No one wants that. Surfshark will put an end to that too. It works on all of your devices, contains an industry-leading range of features, and comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So today I'm exclusively providing you with a huge discount of 85%. That's 85% off your subscription. And if that wasn't enough, you get 3 months for free. So simply follow the link in the description below and use the code ADAMC for access to unlimited protection. Now, onwards to my obsession with cars. So here we have just some of my prized possessions. I've got two 1/18 scale shelves. I've got the Le Mans cars on top and then the McLaren F1s underneath. And then underneath that we've got the 1/43 scale models, which are all, again, Le Mans cars. So, top shelf, we start off with a magnificent Bentley Speed 8. This was a very hard model to find. Most of these have been found on eBay, if you're asking. eBay is the place to find deals like this, so yes. The Bentley Speed 8, one of my favourites, all partially down to the Goodwood Festival of Speed. That's where I first saw some of these cars. And you will notice I've got the Goodwood Motor Circuit 1/43 scale model in the background of this Le Mans collection, which is another prized possession of mine. So we'll come around the front. Here we have the Leighton House Porsche 962, one of my favourite liveries. I love turquoise or mint. I bought this model whilst I was at Le Mans itself back in 2018. Next to that you might notice the psychedelic Martini livery on this Porsche 917K. I got this one from eBay. It's a little bit faded, but it was another one that was a little bit difficult to get hold of. These two, or these three, are all resin models, so the doors don't open on those. Next along we've got a 993 GT1. Porsche 911 GT1 with odd wing mirrors because I don't know, the previous owner lost some. And then we've got this 996 GT1. You shouldn't really call them 993 and 996 GT1s because they are both still air-cooled. They're based essentially the 993 generation, just they gave it the 996 front end for this year. Next along we've got the Stig and a Mercedes CLK GTR. Alongside that is this Aston Martin DVR9. Now my dad got this for me back in maybe 2009 when I went to watch Top Gear live at the MPH show in the Excel in London. So Clarkson, Hammer and May were doing a live performance and I got this DVR9 from one of the model stands. I love going to model stands whenever I'm at a show. Alongside that there is a Ferrari FXX. I love these cars, not strictly a Le Mans car, in fact none of the rest are. This Maserati MC12 that a good friend sold to me. I've been after one of these kits for a while. And then the Zonda Cinque. These ones have somehow remained. I mean, when I buy 3 more Le Mans cars, they will probably have to be sold off. I've got an overflow section next door that are ones that I need to sell as well, but at the moment these go quite nicely, I think. And then below is my McLaren F1 section. So we start off with the road car, the normal standard McLaren F1. Then we've got the McLaren F1 GT, which is the road-going long tail. Then we've got three long-tail McLaren F1s. We've got the BMW Fiend livery, the Lark livery, which is probably my favourite livery. I love the colour, it's such a unique colour on that. And then we've got Golf alongside that. And next to the Golf Longtail is the Golf Shorttail, and that begins the Shorttail collection of GTRs. Next to that is the Ueno Clinic Le Mans winning car. Ueno Clinic is a penis surgery. Then we've got the Harrods livery, which is one of my favourites again. This one was driven by Derek Bell in Le Mans, and this model has been signed by Derek Bell. I managed to buy this on eBay. The person who was selling it was the sister of the owner. I don't think she quite knew about that signature. I spotted it when I saw it on the classifieds and got this for quite a good price, considering these are one of the most expensive liveries you can get for the 118 models. Next along that is another Ueno Clinic livery, also sponsored by Tag. And then we've got the Frank Miller livery, which is not one I'm that fond of, but then we've got the F1LM next to that, which is the official McLaren road-going version of the GTR. Now down here you might notice a little collection of my own cars. We've got the MGB GT, we've got a Wedge which I've managed to break. Oh, it's also in the wrong colour, so I will maybe buy another one that isn't broken and spray it in the champagne gold that my one was in. Then we've got a Cobra looking very similar to mine, RX-8, and then the Nissan 350Z, and another 350Z lurking behind it. So we move on to the Le Mans 143rd scale models. Now I won't go through these individually. They used to be in date order from when they were raced, but now they're just in kind of a general order. We've got some McLaren F1s here. We've got a Lark Shorttail. This is my most recent purchase. We've got another one of the Harrods number 51 car there. Got a Fina Shorttail, the pink one, another Golf Longtail, and then we've got the what's it, Parabolica? I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that. Then we've got a couple of 911 GT1s. We've got this F1 GTR, which is road legal. The number plate is Caesar, and I've seen it at a few shows before. Got another Ueno Clinic Le Mans winning car. We've got the Porsches along the side here. I reckon Porsche have created some of the most iconic Le Mans cars and liveries. We've got another psychedelic livery on this one, but this is on a 917LH rather than the K. Then we've got the Golf 917K, the Martini 917K, the Pink Pig, and then a few more Porsches along here. I love the Canon livery, and again the Leighton House livery over there. Dodge Viper, that's stunning. I'd love to rent a Viper in that livery. We've got Lotus Elise GT1, 787B. I am after a 787B of this scale, but they are very expensive, so not yet. Got a few more down here. This car again I saw at the Goodwood Festival of Speed when I was a kid. I loved the little fish mouth on the vent at the back there, so I had to own the Crocodile Audi. Is it an R8? I think it's an R8. BMW M1, MC12, some Porsches, another Bentley Speed 8, and then the Silk Cut Jaguar over there as well. So they are the model cars that sit in front of my desk. I've got my Mac for internet usage and then a Windows PC for Photoshop and video editing. So kind of the wrong way around, but it's nice to have both. You'll notice I am a fan of liveries. So we've got Golf on my little pen holder there. We've got Castrol, so I keep some of my watches. Stig. We've also got this mouse mat that I've recently designed myself. That I designed using the 118 Lark Longtail. Made that for myself just for, you know, I wanted a mouse mat, so I thought, what can I use? I know, one of my own models, so I made that on Photoshop myself and got it printed online. Got a little GT40 down there as well for good measure. Now, I'm also a fan of music. I've got hundreds and hundreds of albums in there and in there, all in the little work area I've got set up here. At the moment, during this period, I'm listening to a lot of Arion, which some of you might know, but I'd be surprised if the majority of you know of it, because it's quite heavy. It's not normal pop. And inside my bookcase I've got another overflow section. I've got my Clarkson books, Richard Hammond books, I've got more car books, more Le Mans cars, some MGs, some trophies, and this, which is, you'll notice, number 88 on a Cobra. This very model is the reason that I got the number 88 on my Cobra, because I had this as a kid. It was a kit that I built from my birthday. Built this with my dad, we put the vinyls on it, and it had the number 88, so I thought the best option for me to go was to get an 88 on my own Cobra when I eventually got one. So I've retained that model. The wheels on the other side have broken, so it's kept like that. Oh look, there's another Cobra there. More Top Gear books and just general car related books everywhere, and MG related stuff as well, all in the office. Cobras again. There's also a picture of me and my brother sat or stood next to this CIA 4 McLaren F1 LM. And this car is also this car, and it's also this car. So the car is now in this livery. It used to also be in this livery, and it had been in a road legal livery this, but even with this number plate I don't actually know whether it was strictly road legal. However, it's since been converted into this livery and has now been converted into road legal form by Lanzante. So we'll cover up the little bookcase now. There's some Hot Wheels cars over there, mainly Cobras. Oh look, another Cobra, and some more Golf liveries. Now on the windowsill we've also got a number plates belonging to my Cobra. We've got my Cobra's trophy that I won at Wheels Day when it was really raining. Got a Mazda badge, a Pininfarina badge, and an MG badge. Pininfarina being the designer of the hardtop of the MGB, but yes, here is a 1/18 scale of my MGB with the number plate and all. Yes, it's the wrong year, it's got the wrong grille and it's got the wrong wheels, but it's the closest I could find. And then again we've got another Cobra replica, again with my number plate on it. I am going to build a 124 replica of my Cobra, but it's in a box somewhere, so I need to actually dig that out now. And on the other wall of the office we've got a Cobra plaque that I found just doing a random Google search, that someone was selling this picture that he took of my Cobra at the Horsham Piazza Italia, and he was selling these plaques with my car on it, so he sent me two free of charge, which is very nice of him. Got my YouTube trophy for hitting 100,000 subscribers a few years ago, so I'm very proud of that. And then along here we've got a Cobra poster that an ex-girlfriend got for me, and a Le Mans poster that I made on Photoshop with all of my favourite Le Mans cars. This took many hours to make, but most of these cars have been displayed on my model collection as well. And above the Rayon rug and the Castrol Golf and Esso pots we've got the feature wall, which is almost like a garage wall. I've got the brick wallpaper and then some metal wall signs of Cobras, MGs, TVR, cars that I've owned before, Mazda, because I've owned a Mazda. I haven't got a Nissan one yet because I haven't found a Nissan related one other than Skyline, and then some just general Le Mans metal wall signs here as well. And here we have a very large top trump, which I actually took from the Gumball 3000 when it was in London a few years ago. They had them just littered around, so I managed to take one home, so that was very fortunate. But that was a short glimpse into my own personal car life. As you can see, I am an avid collector of car-related memorabilia. So again, as I say, a little bit different video to normal. I hope you didn't find it too boring. Some people on my Instagram were interested to know about the model cars that I display, so I've made this video. It's for them. If it's not for you, then feel free to watch something else. I've been filming a lot of unique videos during this period. I've caught quite a sunburn from yesterday's video. I have also been spending a lot of my time designing cars on Photoshop, and I've got some new stock on my T-Mill website. So not only t-shirts but posters as well. So this one is a poster of my entire car collection so far. So the MGB, the TVR, the Cobra, the RX-8 and the Nissan. So we've got that available, and I've got a another idea in mind I am designing at the moment, but yes, that will be posted on Instagram soon, so come on. But a huge thanks for sticking with this video. Subscribe if you haven't already, but for now, thanks for watching.